Hello everyone, and welcome to the Missouri School Boards Association's Board Report for the month of February. We thank you for the opportunity to share some news and information during a few minutes of your board meeting. We begin with a look at the outlook for state funding increases for our public schools. Governor Nixon is proposing a $50 million increase in the foundation formula funding, coupled with a $21 million increase in school district trust fund payments from Proposition C, and the possibility of an additional $79 million increase in the foundation formula if the legislature approves certain state revenue increases. Here's what Governor Nixon had to say about public education in Missouri during his State of the State address.
Education is the great equalizer, because when every child has a quality education, every child has the opportunity to succeed. And education is the best economic development tool that we have. Okay. That's why we've increased funding while also raising our expectations with more rigorous classes, tougher tests, and stricter accountability. And Missouri schools are rising to the challenge. Over the past 6 years, math scores have gone up, reading scores have gone up, and we're starting to see solid progress in some of our most troubled school districts.
One of the complicating factors this year is the passage of a provision last year that prohibits the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education from prorating state funding provided to what are known as hold harmless school districts, as it has done in recent years when the foundation formula has been underfunded. That means the school districts that do not fall into the hold harmless category could see an actual cut in state funding for the coming year unless the legislature approves a significant increase in formula funding. The bottom line is that the new law could create a situation where some school districts benefit and others suffer when next year's state budget is approved. By the way, the foundation formula continues to be underfunded by more than $400 million. We'll be keeping you updated throughout the legislative session on state funding and other issues that could have an impact on your school district. MSBA is joining with the Missouri Municipal League and the Missouri Association of Counties to form the Missouri Local Leaders Partnership. All three organizations represent locally elected leaders who have a strong interest in maintaining local decision-making authority and accountability. The three organizations have combined memberships of nearly 9,000 elected officials throughout the state. One of the first legislative proposals supported by the group is Senate Bill 15, which would initiate a comprehensive review of Missouri's tax policies. MSBA's Center for Education Safety sponsored a major training event for school and other public safety officials last month as part of a federal grant being administered by the CES. Missouri is one of 25 states to receive the grant from the U.S. Department of Education. The event was designed to encourage local planning teams to develop high-quality school emergency operations plans. The director of the Center for Education Safety, Paul Finnewald, told those attending the conference, one of the keys to developing a school safety plan is building relationships.
The way that we're going to sustain this grant is these relationships. The fact that if we can build some good relationships at that community level between school superintendents and school principals and their outside respective partners, law enforcement, sheriff, police, emergency medical services, emergency management, public health, mental health, that type of stuff. Those relationships, if we can build them, I can guarantee you they will last. We don't have to have a lot of money to continue that type of stuff. And again, that's the one thing that's going to make all the difference. If we have another Joplin, if we have a terrorist attack, God forbid, in one of our schools, the smaller disaster to the major disaster, those relationships, they are the gems, the diamonds that we're looking for.
One of the goals of the grant is to develop a tool that will enable local school safety officials to evaluate and identify the gaps that might exist in their current school safety plans. MSBA's Center for Education Safety is the only statewide organization providing support to school districts in the area of school safety. Don't forget to register for your region's School Board Advocacy Network Day in Jefferson City. Your S-band visit will include a briefing on current legislative issues at MSBA's Member Relations Center, and then you'll have the opportunity to visit your local legislators at the Capitol. The event is free, but we do ask you to register in advance through the MSBA website. That's it for this month's edition of the MSBA Board Report. Thanks for allowing us to have some time at your board meeting, and so long from Columbia.